Jonty, I know you're happy with some aspects of the performance, but you're also fully frustrated with some other aspects. They were there for the taking today.
They were, very much so. Again, it is an encouraging performance by us regarding how we played and the shape we do a training actually comes into fruition on a game day. And we got the right areas. I just think we left points out there. Again, not as much as last week at Toulouse, which I said about the opportunities we got, and we didn't really take any last week, where we scored some decent tries, and just there was a forward pass there was a 2v1, and there was another we blocked through the middle and the ball went to floor. We had them on the rack. Even at the time we were getting beat, it was 20 points to 16 to 5 start the second half, and we had 2 clear-cut chances to go ahead. And bad in the first 25 minutes where they were getting a real roll on all the time. The back five done a good job for them, and we sort of got the grips with that. And if we go ahead in that second half, where we played and where we defended, I don't think they come from behind and beat us, you know what I mean? So even with 12 men, we finish off well in the corner. So it's just frustrating that our compilation was really good in the first half. It kept us in the game when they were getting the roll on, but in the second half, we didn't complete that well. We were down to 50% about 25 minutes into the second half, which against a team like that you can't do. We just kept letting them off pressure off them, and it's frustrating, Jordan, because I know this team and I believe in this team. That this morning I'm thinking we can do what we've done today and get a win. I don't think many supporters would believe that, but I honestly do, and that's just proof today. I'm right. We can. When we're on, and we cause anybody problems. First half, we had 5 good ball sets, 3 tries and 2 penalties. So every time we're in good ball, we come away with points or we come away with something. So it's frustrating, mate, because that's, at the end of the day, the league table doesn't change. We got some points difference against us and we don't go up it. So it's 2 points drop in my eyes.
2 points drop. You mention it so often that obviously the Championship it's probably the most competitive division, and anyone can beat anyone on the day, despite what budgets may be or despite the supposed skill level of players. It's all about the 13 that's on the pitch at the time. And you mentioned a couple of opportunities. I think I seen you. I looked round once. I think the ball went down on this right hand side corner. I think that 2-on-1 that you mentioned. Yeah. And tell me if I'm wrong, but I think you turned around, you screamed, "It's second tackle." So I think because you're going for them so early, and you can understand in the heat of the moment why the ball's going across, but in the like you say, when you take a look back at it, you realise it's only second tackle and you've got opportunities.
No, I don't want them to stop doing that. My point being, when I was shouting second tackle, like you need to nail it. Yeah. We've got to nail it. Score points on second tackle, great, but it's cutthroat, didn't it? We didn't score, and it was second tackle. We turned the ball over to them, and they come down here and they probably scored on the back of that. So yeah, that's probably the best we've been this season. And that's the frustrating thing. We didn't get nothing, and the effort was there. And I thought defensively in the second half we were good. We kept turning up, and it's rugby, innit? You need to post more points than the opposition, obviously, and we didn't do that today. Even though we had chances, we had more chances than them.
A few contentious decisions out there, and I'm not going to ask you to speak about them purely because I don't want you to get fined. But looking in that, people say there's contentious decisions, but there's a few of them, a few knock-ons. But is it a case of don't allow the referee, don't give them the decision to make?
100% it is. I know there was the only 2 I was bothered about was when Eddie broke right through the middle. He was good today, by the way, and he wasn't even broken field. It was like against a solid line. He was still getting. He must have made 4 or 5 clean breaks. Just run out of dummy half. So when Eddie broke through in the second half and he had Mason inside and the ball hits the bottom, we don't touch it. They pick up, they knock on, he gives a scrum to them. So that knocks the momentum back to them. So that was one of them, and there was a forward pass for Curtis was over the line. There was a forward pass down here in the second half early on, and Jay Carter asked who it was to the ref, and he said it was Owen McCadden's forward pass, and King asked the ref who it was, and he said it was Jay Carter's forward pass. So I'm not blaming the referee. We had enough chances without the referee making a mistake for us to win that game, and that's a frustrating thing. Folks saying the kick didn't go off, even if it went off, we're still getting beat by 2 points. You know what I mean? We've got to put them things to bed ourselves rather than rely on anybody else.
You've mentioned it already, but let's mention it a little bit more. Dean Gebbie had his first league appearance after obviously the couple of appearances he's had earlier on in pre-season, and you just point blank coming out and saying he wasn't fit a few weeks ago. He's gone away, he's done a lot of work with Lee at Extreme, and he looked good out there today.
He was one of our best, I thought. He goes out, when they were doing up really well in yardage, we come out with yardage. Eddie, like you say, he must have made 4 or 5 breaks today, and 2 or 3 of them could have led to more something more, a bit more pressure, even points with the one with Mason down the middle. Well, he's just showed us what he's got, and there was a couple of decisions he made. It's his first game in a long time. There was a couple of decisions. He was going down a blind alley on short side a couple of times, or offload when he didn't need to offload when he broke through. You know what I mean? Just take the tackle and we'll go after that. But that's how he plays. I'm not going to stop him doing that. It was more good than bad today, considering he hasn't played for a long time. So I'm not going to say to Eddie, like, you Kirby sell a bit, because that's what we've got him for. He's a flair player, and he needs to keep doing what he's doing. And we do as a team. We played a lot today. We were in good shape and yardage coming out, which got us some good meters, which we needed because they were defending well. So if we keep doing what we're doing, mate, them games should be turned into wins, but we've got to keep on with that now.
A rare opportunity for yourself to name 3 probably fit middles on the bench. You had all loanees or trial, of course, in terms of Hugh, but you had Brett, Dan and Hugh, and obviously Dan and Hugh on their first appearances. I felt both of them went well when they come off the bench.
They did, and all sort of 3 of them made to do bigger minutes than we thought, because there was a bit of a mess up with the HIA. The Dr. King's got a cut on his head, anything above the neck with a cut on, it's HIA, but apparently he come off and he said we had to use a sub, so that was a mix-up. So it meant the middles, and Jamie had to stay on at 9 long. I thought Jamie Dorn was very good at doing me after day, by the way. He gives us a lot of options. His kicking game, he's good with his pass selection. But yeah, getting back to them 3, all big lads. First game for you in a bit, first game for Dan with us, and Brett, as for a kid, he just keeps doing the job for us, doesn't he? And fair play to all 3 of them. I thought they fit in really well, and it helps Kingy, it helps Ross, and it helps Guy when they need a breather.
You mentioned Kingy there. It was a shiner that he got. Any further worries about that, or is it just
No, it's just he wasn't HIA, so that he just got a shiner, mate, and that was it. Would give us, obviously, I had to put James Newton back on as a middle, because I thought, like you say, Jamie gave us a lot at 9. Yeah, so Kingy will be fine for next week.
Any further issues that you know of?
No, Courtney will do his report tonight, but no, I don't think so. I don't know what's going to happen with Eddie regarding the sin bin. I'll have to have a look at that, see what went on there. The play was going down, the attacker was going down, so I don't know if that's like the mitigating factor on that. But other than that, I think we've got a clean bill of health.
And quickly looking forward, we'll look forward later on in the week. But York, they've defeated today Batley. Not picked up a lot of victories below us in the table at the moment. Andy Henderson might be feeling a bit of pressure, but they play that ground well.
Oh, of course, they're a good side. You look at the roster they've got, and obviously they're going to come a point where they click. I just hope it isn't this week, and we need to go there and do what we've done today, but even better. Last week was decent with plenty of opportunities against a good Toulouse side. We didn't take them. Today, I think we've kicked on a bit from that. I think that was our best performance so far, like I've previously said. So it's all right having a good performance. I need some results, and the pressure is for these guys next week to replicate that, but finish off some of the opportunities we get, and hopefully get 2 points.